Okay, is it Gadiel or is it Gadgel? Am I close? You had a surprise there. If I'm coming in too loud, adjust your sound. And so, welcome to Career Prep. Everyone's logging in. All right. So, in this class, this is your classroom. You can unmute your mics. You can talk. If you want your cameras on, please make sure you are clothed or otherwise suitably ready to be on camera. Please, we don't want to have to kill the session. Not that we don't think that you're beautiful, we just don't want to see that much of you. Okay? So let's keep it clean. This is like a Disney class. We want to be family friendly. Okay. This isn't universal where we can show it all. Okay. So you can joke in this class. You can laugh. I try to put humor in it because how many of us worked all day? Anybody? Anybody? This is the interacting part where you say, yeah, how many people just showed up at a job and pretended to work all day? Yeah, I know some of you. We've all worked with those that just show up. Yeah, see, it's okay to be honest. It's okay to have fun. Um, I probably have had too much coffee. Sometimes my cup shows up here. It's 40 ounces of Keep Me Going, and I have those on hand all the time. So, a lot of you are vet weld students. I know that because I get to see that. We have vet students. I run uh, uh, animal rescue. So if any of you have ever watched Nat Geo's Dr. K's Animal Emergency, if you've ever done that, you might see me on there. I'm friends with Dr. K. If you've ever watched Gator Boys, anybody ever see Gator Boys on TV? Yeah, I help do the dentals on their alligators. Yeah, that's crazy. If you ever shake hands with the Gator Boys, they don't have all their fingers. They kind of have little nubs, so it's kind of weird feeling. So, so I've had a lot of experiences because if you look behind me, you'll see the Jurassic Park thing. That's because I'm as old as a dinosaur. Yeah, been around since about as long as dirt. You missed the meteor shower, which wiped everybody out. It was amazing. So, I've been in a lot of careers. Any MAs out here? I know somebody's going to be going on to be an RN because I read that. I read everything that you guys put in the class. So I have 11 and a half years in hospital background, veterinary medicine, big trucking. So I've been in the shops, things like that. So I have a lot of experience. And this class is incredible because how many people want to make more money? Yeah, we do, don't we? I don't think any of us are like, no, I'm too rich, right? I don't think any of us are in that. But the thing is, we want to do it right, and we don't want to have to overwork, overstress, etc. So that's really important. Okay. So I want you to pay attention in this class because this class doesn't work like other online classes. It works like an on ground class. Okay. How many people notice that you have to be in the class 4 days a week? I did because I have to be here. So you guys have to be here. I have to be here. Kind of interesting that way. It wouldn't do you any good to show up if I didn't show up. And, how many of us would rather be at the pool with pina coladas and all that? Yeah. Yeah, so we all want to do things. So what I want to do is I want to get you in, get you the information, but you will have assignments. Can't get around that. You have assignments and they can be interesting. And I don't want to have to pull teeth. We're all adults here. You're here to learn about your career. I want you to better yourselves when going for that career. I want you to learn some tips and techniques from people that I have learned from, and we're going to learn how to find different things that we can improve upon. Not that you're doing things wrong, but there's ways to improve. We can all improve. So I want to get to getting so that we can get through. I hate to use the term lecture because that has such a negative connotation, but that's how I have to present it. Now, online learning, it's not everybody's favorite thing, but it's just like I'm there, only if I was there, then that would be kind of strange. But I assure you that you can reach me through email, through text. I answer them as late as I can. I'm online somewhere because any gamers out there, I'm a gamer. Yeah, there's a few people who game. Our whole family games. If anybody ever plays Call of Duty online, watch out for my mom. She's 74. She takes no prisoners. If she comes up behind you, the last thing you're going to hear is a little old lady laughing, and then you're gone. So watch out for her. My father's 84. He's even worse. So if you're online gaming, watch out for old people. They're ruthless. So I'm online a lot, and so I try to respond as quick as possible. Now, during every class, there is a participation assignment that has to be turned in by 10 p.m. every night. That is your attendance. Okay, and attendance cannot be made up. If you miss it, it's just like being in a real classroom. You can't come in on Tuesday and say, I'm here, and then give me attendance for Monday. Doesn't work that way. Okay, so I'll explain that as we go along, but I got a little bit of a presentation and things to show you. So I'm going to do some sharing, and I've got multiple screens up. I'm not watching TikTok on the other screen, I swear, because if I was, I'd be laughing, because who doesn't laugh at dogs on skateboards and people falling down and hurting themselves, right? We all do, even though we don't want to admit it. Okay, so if you have anything you need to, stop and ask, feel free to unmute your mic or drop it down in the message box there, and I'll try to grab it at that time. And so sometimes I don't see it because, like I said, I have to look on a separate screen. But here we go. All right. Everybody cool so far? Yeah, yeah. All right. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to try this stuff here. We're going to share a screen. Here we go. So you can see that, and I can see that you see that. Okay, so this is your main screen. This is where everything is going to happen. Okay, this to-do list, ignore it. Okay, the reason why I say to ignore it is because sometimes it doesn't give you enough time to do everything. Okay, the little thing that looks like a headset, like I'm wearing, okay, that is all about me. So if you get that curious, you can go over there. The syllabus, if you click on that, that's going to tell you how the course is scored. And that's going to be important. And I'm going to explain that a little bit later. Okay. This little thing that looks like a megaphone, if you click on that, that's going to tell you about any announcements that have come out. So far, the attendance policy announcement has hit today and all about week 1. So if you haven't seen those announcements, go back and take a look at those. Announcements do help you out. Right here, the class begin date and end date, I have to update those. I apparently did not update them, and so I will update those and put those in properly. So good thing that we checked this out. Right here, you found this, the live class and recordings. One thing that's going to become important is right here is the past recordings. As soon as this class is over and I'm able to, this recording will go up on YouTube and you'll be able to click here and watch it. Now, why this is important, anything that you missed or you have questions on, you'll be able to come back and watch this. Or if you miss a live class, you'll need to come back into here, watch the recording, and do that participation assignment to get attendance before 10 o'clock. Now, sometimes YouTube takes a while to process the videos, so you may not have a whole lot of time before that 10 o'clock deadline. If you miss the live class, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I strongly encourage you to be in the live session. Okay, I can't speed up YouTube. I don't pay them enough money to make me a priority. although I do think things do center around me, they don't agree. So everything is broken up into weeks here. I try to make it friendly. If you've seen some of the other online classes, this is a little bit easier to follow. Now, if you've been in other online classes, people will tell you, oh, go to the modules. I'll show you. The modules, not so friendly looking. Stick with me, stay with the home page. Much easier to follow. Okay? Now, grades. You can click here or here. They'll take you to the same place. If I put something in here, you'll see your score here, but I want to show you something over to the right-hand side right here. If you see these two little symbols here, that means I put in a comment. Click on that and you'll see right back here, there's feedback. And it says right here, great job. All right. Okay. There you can see I put something in for you. So if you think that there's something going on, check to see if I put a comment in for you. Okay. And you can see it right there. Okay. And then let me go back here. So I try to put comments in on assignments, especially if you did really well or you need to redo something, check there. Or if you have a question ever about a grade, because I make mistakes like everybody does, send me an email, send me a text, say, hey, why did I get this grade? What's going on? Let me know. Okay. And I'll check it out. I'll always check out any question. Click on week 1. I want to show you how this works. Okay, this first assignment, this online honor pledge, sounds big, like it's going to be something massive, like you're going to have to stand up at a podium. There's going to be like candles and everything. Not at all. Okay, so every online class has to have this in it, and you won't see all your assignments or be able to access them actually until you click on this. And when you click on it, and you actually go to take it, it's one question. And what that one question is it basically says nobody would take the class for you. Okay? And you say, I agree. If you say, I disagree, you get to have a conversation with the campus. Because what you're saying is you're getting somebody to take the class for you. So those are your two options. Either I agree, I'm taking it myself, or I disagree, I'm getting somebody to take it, and you get to talk to the campus because you need to explain why somebody's taking the class for you. So please make sure you take that one question item because that's going to open up your class. Okay. Now your book. If you click on this here where it says overview and readings, these are the chapters for week 1. Now, I'll be quite honest with you. Some people never read the book. That's up to you. I tell you, these are the chapters we're going to cover. This is the subject we are going to cover. You reading the chapter, you do you. Okay, the information's going to be on the midterm. Okay, I'm going to cover as much as I can in the lecture. You reading it is up to you. Okay, I'm not going to go into any more detail on that than that. Each one of these chapters, if you click on them, they will open up as a PDF. Also, you should have received your book at the campus. If you have not, go to your campus and get your book. Okay, even though I have the PDFs in here, you paid for that physical book, go get your book. It also makes it a little bit easier sometimes to have it physically with you. That is your choice. Okay, everybody still with me so far? Show of emojis. Yes, yes. All right. Okay. Now, I told you that every session you will have a participation assignment. When we are finished and you have that assignment, this is where you will come back. Wherever you see these little purple T's, there will be one for each day. And you'll click on that assignment and it says answer the questions given you in the live conference. So you'll click this green box that says start assignment, and then you'll see this little pop-up come up here, and you click text entry, and you type your information in here. You can do bold, italics, underline, kind of like in Word or any other thing. And when you're finished, click submit assignment. Now, when you do these assignments, please use proper sentences, uppercase, lowercase, proper spelling. This is not texting your bestie, okay? So don't use text abbreviations, things like that. Use proper sentence structure. That way, you are communicating properly. They're really cracking down on us to make sure that we are following rules of a college course and we are requiring you to communicate properly. We were getting a little lax. We were letting people slide, if they didn't you follow uppercase, lowercase as properly as they should. Campuses have come down upon us. We need to make sure uppercase, lowercase, periods, uh, question marks, etc., where they are supposed to be. Okay, so once you type your answer, submit assignment, and that is it. Okay, you will not see other students' assignments in here. Again, we are in week 1. Now, you'll notice every day of the week there are assignments, and under here you'll see open, due, and closes. All the assignments open on Monday, except for the daily participation ones. You can work ahead. You can read the assignments and work ahead if you want. The due date, this is to keep you working through the week. So we have assignments due on Monday, we have assignments due on Tuesday, etc. And then we have a close date. Your assignments close and lock on Sunday. So let's say this assignment for Monday. If you don't complete it on Wednesday or on Monday, you can still complete it on Tuesday. But when Sunday comes around, if you do not finish it by Sunday at 11:59 p.m., that assignment locks and you cannot get back into it. The reason why we put due dates in is because when this due date passes, I will be going back in and I'll be putting 0 scores in, and you'll see your grades dropping, and your campus will see your grades dropping, and they'll be contacting you and say, why aren't you completing assignments? Okay. And again, this class works like a ground class. That's why you're supposed to be online every day. You're supposed to be doing assignments every day. And this also keeps your assignments from stacking up, because some of these assignments do take a little bit, some go rather quickly. So this is your motivation to keep moving on these things every day. Okay. And ground classes, you're in them approximately 4 hours a day. I am not going to keep you online for 4 hours a day. Trust me. Nobody wants to be online for 4 hours a day. Nobody. So you will have plenty of time to work on these. Okay. You're not going to have 4 hours worth of everyday homework. Please don't think that. Nobody wants that either. I wouldn't want that for you in any way, shape, or form. You won't have near that work. Nowhere close. Okay. But that's why we have these due dates, and I wanted to explain that. Okay. So each assignment will have an explanation as to what to do. But today we have what we call our discussions. Now, discussions are kind of misleading because you don't actually talk in the discussion. You type your responses, okay? And in week 1, our discussion is How can an online presence like LinkedIn, Instagram, etc., enhance your career and access to potential employers? So, if you have an online presence, people can see you online on any of these social media accounts. How can that benefit your career and give you more access to employers? And provide at least two examples. So, in thinking about that, now LinkedIn, many of you may have heard, that's social networking for employers and employees, people that are looking for jobs. So that alone right there, that can give you instant access to employers because you can post your resume on there. You can post who you are, your education, and they will actively come seeking you. Now, Instagram, where are my welders and my HVAC people? Where are those people? I know I must have some out there. Welders and HVAC. Okay. Now, some people don't think of Instagram as something you would do for employment. But with those, because the focus is on photos and that you can show your work. Those are great for showing your work. You can show your HVAC installations. You can show your problem solving in photos and your solutions. In welding, you can show your welding skills off, especially. You can show how well you can do your bead work. You can show those angle welds. You can show how skilled you are with different and more exotic metals. So you have the ability to show in pictures your actual skill. And this is a great thing to do when you are seeking employment and you're sending out resumes and things. And people don't think about that. So think about these things when you go and you're using them. So those are some answers that you can put in here. And we're going to talk about more. Now, this is put in on Monday, and I don't really like that. Okay. I think it should be moved. So I'll give you a heads up here. This course is so much in demand that we have 5 instructors teaching this course 2 times a day. So 10 classes are taught every single day here at Southern Tech because employers need this taught. Employers put that much emphasis on the content of this class. So I want you to let that sink in. So you can start to answer this because your initial post, that means your first response can go in. And it says to respond to at least 2 other students. How many people like a break? Anybody like a break as far as it? Come on, give me a break here, like a discount. Everybody wants a deal, right? I want you to do an initial posting in my class on a discussion and only one other student. You can see right here, the other classes require 2 other students. I think that's a bit much. Everybody agree? Posting to 2 other students plus your initial one, that's a bit much. Agree? So give me your original post and one student. Now it says your original post should be 150 words and your other post should be 50 words. Now, I give you another break. I want a quality post. You give me a quality post, I don't count words. Okay? I don't count 150 words. I want you to give me your honest answer. Okay? Now, I had a student last month that thought they were going to be real cool and they used AI to respond. Okay? Hint, I used 3 AI checkers. Boom, boom, boom. Student was written up for plagiarism. Don't do it, okay? My other course that I teach is computer concepts. Okay. Don't do this. Okay. Don't use AI to try to write these things. Use your own voice. I value your opinion far more than a computer generated idea. Okay. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Okay. Give me your honest opinion. If you don't think it's going to add to it, tell me and tell me why. Don't say, "Oh, I don't think it would help." Okay, I value your opinion. You don't think it would help? Tell me why. You can do that. That's valid. Understand? I will listen to you if you give me the why behind it because I value your opinion. You are a professional. How many people think of themselves as professionals already? I don't want you to think of yourselves as students here. You are a professional. Because when you start thinking of yourself as a professional, you have a better quality about yourself. You do. And then you have a better confidence. How many people think they lack confidence right now? Be honest, because we're going to work on that. Okay. I want you to have confidence. I want you to walk into the room and go, I've got what it takes. And that's not ego. The difference is if you have what it takes, you can back it up. Ego, you walk into the room and everybody goes, they don't know, you know what? I can't say that word because I get in trouble for it. I've got a bit of a potty mouth, so I have to edit myself. But I'm honest about it. So you don't have ego, you have confidence. Confident people know their stuff. Okay. You know your stuff. So give me your original post, and you do that by clicking down here. You type reply, and look, it looks kind of like the other thing. You just type it, click post reply. Once you click reply, you'll see the other students. Okay. If somebody had replied already, I would say my reply. And then I would see other students down here. And then I would click on them and I would say reply to them and I could reply under them. Okay. Everybody good on the discussions? Yes, yes. All right. You guys owe me this. Otherwise, I have to go back to requiring the number of words and to post, and I don't want to do that. All right. Okay. So that's what we got for assignments for Monday. I don't want to make it big, but we do have a little bit of a lecture because I don't have anything else to. I guess I could call it a presentation. So pay attention because it's going to be full of effects and everything. And Nicki Minaj is going to perform. Not really, but I thought it would get your attention if you've fallen asleep. And so, actually, I've got a bird in the other room, and he is in love with Nicki Minaj. He's a little macaw, and he just thinks she walks on water. Pretty interesting. If you're into animals, what they like and don't like. So, welcome. Have you know I had to suffer going all the way to the beach just to do that display there for you? Not really. But I would travel all the way to the beach just to do that. Let me check my pin, make sure it's working. Yay! And so pretty amazing being able to connect all these devices to do this. So we are in career prep. Why this class? Well, the reason why we do this class is because employers want this. You guys are getting all the skills in the labs and in the shops and this and that, but there's more to getting a good career and keeping it. And this is what they are telling us. And we're going to give you this extra to get you going. And it sets STC above some of the other colleges. And it makes you have more when you go to apply for those jobs. And it's all about you. How many like ourselves? Do we like ourselves? Yeah, we're the best. Look at that. There's a heart there. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much in love with ourselves. You should be. You're going to learn about yourself and gain professional confidence. You have to have that. When you are around professionals, if you don't have confidence in yourself, why are they going to be confident in you? And if you're not confident in you, why am I going to hire you? I'll be flat honest with you. I interview a lot of people. I have other companies hire me to interview them. And if you walk in and you sit there slouched down and you mumble, I'm going to flat ask you, why do you think I would ever hire you? I'm going to be that blunt. I'm not going to be all nice, and try not to hurt your feelings. I run a business. Do you think I care about hurting your feelings? I need you to make money for me. And if you make money for me, I'm going to make money for you. So I need you to be confident. Now, if I see a lot of potential, I'm going to tell you, this is how you win me over. I'm going to flat tell you in the interview, this is how you win me over. And I'm going to try to coach it out of you. Okay. So you're going to gain professional confidence because I know you've got it in you. You're going to improve your interview skills with a mock interview with Career Services. Anybody know what a mock interview is? Anybody? Okay. So with a mock interview, you're going to set up an appointment with Career Services. And I need you to keep these appointments because this mock interview, you're going to have an an assignment to create the interview. You're going to go to the interview and then you're going to do a debrief afterwards. That's 3 assignments based on this mock interview. Okay. If you don't do it, you lose out on 3 assignments. Okay. Number one. The other thing is they're going to interview you and grade you on your interview and tell you how well you actually did. So you can find out where you need to improve on in the actual interview. This is incredible. This is so valuable. People pay thousands of dollars to get this type of information, and you get to do that right here. Okay? So do this. We're going to set up these appointments. Do not miss this. And this is something your campus demands we do. Now, I don't grade this interview. I just get the information back. I put the assignment in here because they tell us we have to do this. Okay. Now, you're going to do 2 informational interviews. Now, you're not the one that's going to be interviewed. You're going to interview 2 people. Okay. So, one person is going to be in your career field. Okay. This can be a person that you know who's already working in the field, or it can be an instructor that's taught you in this field, or anybody. You can go to a business and ask to talk to someone in the field, but somebody in your field. Okay. And the idea behind this is you're going to find out real life information from someone in that career. Okay. This is a type of uh, information that is used for growing networks. And it is so valuable. And it's something that you're going to do your entire career. So you're going to learn about doing this in the class. The other one, you get to interview anybody in any field as long as they're in some sort of management, leadership, or supervisor position. So anybody, it could be in your current job, somebody who's above you, or Again, somebody at school who's in a supervisor field or anybody that you can think of. It doesn't matter what career they're in. And don't think, oh, their career is not important. There's no such thing as a non important career field. One of my best friends is a janitor, and people go, oh, well, he's just a janitor. No, he's the best janitor ever. And don't ever criticize somebody for their job. Okay? Ever. I worked at Denny's. I was the best host they had at Denny's. Anybody know the group Alabama? Anybody heard of the country group Alabama? Yeah. I had Alabama wait in the waiting area of Denny's. I didn't recognize them when they came in and they asked for a table and we were busy. And I told them it would be 30 minutes. And they said, but we're Alabama. And I told them, I don't care who you are. You sit in the waiting area like everybody else. And then it dawned on me that they just did a concert right down the road from us. And I had them sitting in the waiting area at Denny's and they were getting mobbed by fans. So if a host at Denny's can tell a group like Alabama with multi Grammys and everything to sit in a waiting area, everybody's career is important. So don't ever criticize anybody's career. Okay. I also worked at Walmart. So see, everybody has important jobs. And so this is why we interview people, find out their real life experiences. So you get to see what it's like from a manager side, what it's like to really be the one making the decisions. So this is why we do these here. Okay. Resume review. Now, this one, you're going to go back to career services and you're going to take your resume. How many people need a resume? These are ones who need a resume. Anybody need one? You don't have one yet. Okay, so career services, it's going to help you create one. Okay, now, how many of you have one? Okay, those of you that have one, they're going to review your current resume with you and tell you how to improve it, etc. So you're going to set up an appointment with them. And don't ask me why they don't do both at the same time. That's all career services. You'll set up an appointment with them and they're going to go over your resume and they're going to show you how to make that pop and give you the best resume ever. Because no matter what career you're going into, you need a resume. Okay. Don't kid yourself. That resume oftentimes is your first foot in the door. Okay. And we're going to show you why the format you save it in is important. Okay. Daily attendance, 6 p.m. Okay. Monday through Thursday. If you can't make it, you need to watch the recording and that daily assignment, 10 p.m. I send that attendance every single day. Brandon, Orlando, Auburndale, they all crawl through that attendance every single day. Okay. Communicate. Send me email, send me text. That text number that I send texts out on does not accept pictures. So don't send me pictures on it. If you got to send a picture, send it through email. Check those announcements too. Okay. Even if you don't read it, you're responsible. Okay, it's course material. Okay, all assignments open on Monday and have due dates through the week. They close and lock on Sunday. Extensions are not guaranteed. Can't guarantee an extension. Okay, so how it adds up. Your live classes and those discussion items, that's 15% of your total grade. So if you don't turn in those participation questions, then your overall grade is affected in the class. Your assignments will be 25% of the grade in this class. Then we're going to do a 3-part final project. Okay. Spend time doing that when we get to it because that's 20% of your overall grade. It's a doozy. Okay. Your midterm will be 20% of the grade. Don't worry, I have you covered with a study guide for that. Same thing with the final exam. Stick with me. I'll get you through the course. Pay attention to what I tell you, all right? I there for you all the way through. The worst thing you could do is if you have an issue, you're going to miss something or whatever, and you don't communicate. Email me, text me, let me know what's going on. Not talking, not sending me information, not getting in touch with me, that is the worst thing you can do. Let me know. Open your mouth, let it out. Okay? Don't be quiet. Okay? When you are putting in answers and replying in assignments, correct grammar. Okay? Use your punctuation, capitalize when needed, use spell checkers. Everything has a spell checker. My God. Uh, Use your tools. Okay? You're learning to use tools in every one of these careers. Use them when you're doing your assignments. Okay? You can do this. You are the professional. Most importantly, be awesome. All right? Everybody good? We got this? Yeah. And I want you to have fun in this class, okay? So don't think of this class as a chore because you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And if you really put effort into it, and when I say effort, don't think that amounts to hours. Sometimes people think effort means you're going to spend a lot of hours doing something. No, effort means you do the work, you do it right the first time, and you're done. Don't do it right. Yeah, then you're going to spend hours. Why do that? Even things I like, I don't want to do it for hours. So just do it right. And if you have questions, ask. I put a lot of effort into making this class understandable, but that doesn't mean everybody will understand everything. And you ask. If you don't ask, then that's on you. I can't read your mind. So please ask if you have any question. And even if you're shy, that question comes to me. And I don't ever say, so and so asked this. I would never do that to you. Okay. So you can trust that. So everybody ready for your first participation assignment? Yes, yes. Last one to respond buys pizza. Ah, there we go. Okay, so here it is. It's not bad. What do you hope to gain from this course? Okay, so you got to respond by 10 p.m. Proper sentence structure, grammar, capitalization. So I want you to think, what do you think you're going to gain? Okay, hopefully you won't put nothing, but if you put nothing, again, explain why. If you think you're going to gain nothing from the course, tell me why do you think you're going to gain nothing? Okay, so what do you think you're going to gain from the course? And I'm going to show you where that's going to go. So you're going to come over here with your answer. Whoops, I lost my cursor. Hold on, I gotta get my cursor onto the screen. You're going to come over here on your home page. Get to my home page. You're going to go down to week 1. You're going to go to Monday live conference. Click on that. Click on the green box that says start assignment. Click text entry and start typing. I hope to gain the following. And then type away or however you want to word it. All right. Any questions or are we good? We good? We're all set? All right. If you are all set, that is your first class. You guys have been awesome. And we will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. All right. That is it. Not bad. See? Not scary at all. Y'all have a great evening.